This is the S&P 500 SPDR ETF SPY one-day reading for September 13th, 2024. It's currently July 15th, 2024, 8:01 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading is $561.53. That's USD. And the shuffle video for the September 13th reading was created on June 27th, 2024, 12:41 p.m. Eastern Time. So the overall theme and behavior for the day, we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance on a multi-day scale, followed by a decline through key support, again on a multi-day scale. Behavior around the highest high, a nullified love card indicating a prominent move higher through key resistance, but we stay above it briefly before breaking back down through the same price level shortly thereafter. And my sense is that the high for the 13th is the same high, the same level that we had here on the 12th at the Lover's card. That could be very helpful. Behavior around the lowest low, we have a decline through multiple support levels that really stand out, at least on a one-day chart. And I'm advised to trade around the completion of a rally along a diagonal trend line that ends with a fast move higher and then a breakdown through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. So we open higher in the pre-market, but there's a notable decline in the pre-market, taking us to a period of sideways rotation right around the open that ends with a fast move higher. That fast move higher takes us to key resistance on a multi-day scale that we done, or on a one-day chart scale minimum that we decline from into another significant trough somewhere between the open and 11 o'clock. That's that failed attempt at resistance, decline through key support, taking us into a trough where you could both add at the open, you could open up a long position and add to it here somewhere between at another trough between roughly 9:30 and 11 before we have another rally into key resistance. Will look like we're going to break through because we established falsely support here around the open with that sideways rotation. Instead, we decline. We turn around and we decline it into. There's a lot of trades here. I'm going to come back to this. There's a lot of trades right here. We decline from that failed attempt. That decline takes us into another trough and a low for the day midday. There's a lot of price change into that low and then a ton of price change out of it, pushing the upper end of the range higher between roughly 1 and 2, taking us to a near overbought peak between roughly 2 and 3, probably closer to 3, that we can utilize as an exit for a long position and an entry for a short position. There should be a really notable decline from that peak there down to a low in the last hour of trading. Matter of fact, probably a sharp drop from like 2:45 into 3 o'clock. And then a lot of volatility. Either the decline continues into somewhere in this hour, or we have this volatility, like this jagged rally out of it back to a peak right around the close, where you could add to a short position. So this is what I would do. I would utilize at the open. If I didn't close out of my short position here, close my short position at the open, I would look for that big move to the upside into key resistance, and I would open up another short position and close that short position when we decline back into a trough here between 11 and 12. If I miss that opportunity or it doesn't end up being a good opportunity, I'll wait till midday at that low to close the short position for a day trade. You could also open up a long position at that midday low when we're rotating sideways along key support on a multi-day scale and close that for like a big move, probably just before 2 o'clock. But look for a near overbought crest after pushing the upper end of a range higher. I would not hesitate because it's going to be a quick, sharp drop off of that high. You want to get out of that day trade fast. And this is where you could start accumulating a short position for an overnight swing. I would open up a partial here at this peak before the sharp drop. And then if we return back to it right around the close, I would add to that short position. Post-market, we have a pop and then a drop, like a big move to the upside and followed by a full retracement. And then at some point on the 16th, we have a rally increasing with momentum moving forward in time. But I'd be looking to close that short position here at the open on the 16th over the weekend. And that's SPY for September 13th, 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You know where to go. You know what to do. Blessings to all my angel investors. See you guys on the next one.